All right. Welcome in to the Seattle on Tap podcast, Media Day edition after Media Day night, brought to you by Kalshi, available in all 50 states. If you're listening on audio, it's Kalshi, Kalshi. For those watching live or on the post YouTube, available in all 50 states, prediction markets. So you can do anything from different players' chances, game chances, and use code Seattle on Tap, all one word, Seattle on Tap, to get a $10 bonus when you sign up. And like we said, available in all 50 states, which is the big kicker there that makes it even more exciting for everyone. Today, we're going to start by, George, talking a lot of this Media Day stuff, which was, to say the least, to me, there was a lot of questionable questions, and not even like in a bad way. It was just like, I don't know if there was that. First of all, I don't know if the Super Bowl has that many crazy storylines, right? There's no like repeating champs. There's no like big drama drawers. It's like Drake May and Sam Darnold and Mike Vrabel and Mike McDonald. I feel like part of the reason Media Day might be so bland this year is also there's no like insane crazy personalities either.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the craziest thing was JSN was wearing sunglasses. I didn't take him to be a sunglasses during Media Day type of guy. And someone gave Sam Darnold a ham hat.
That was Guillermo, like Jimmy Kimmel Guillermo.
Okay, it was Guillermo. Yeah, he always does some weird stuff. So other than that, there was really nothing. I mean, usually Media Day, you come back, like you had that whole, like when last time, was, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like you had something like, I don't know what I take away from Media Day this week other than maybe we don't need to do Media Day anymore.
No, I feel like you do need it, like for people to have something to talk about, get some questions asked. Sometimes there are questions. I feel like sometimes there's the like, like last year, there's a lot of the Andy Reid, like, is this your last year? The thing is, they're not going to answer the question anyways, or like Tom Brady, like, who's your biggest hero? My dad quote is from there.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going right now. I was surprised to see that Drake May feels the same exact way as you do.
Huh.
Oh, they asked him who his biggest hero is, and he said his brother. So I was
his older brother.
His older brother. I was like, oh yeah, the same. I'm sure Sammy feels exactly the same way.
Yeah, my hero, man. I would have said my podcast host and my hero, my older brother.
Oh, Drake May, thank you. You took my brother's answer. No, I'm joking, but yeah, I mean, just try to make something out of nothing here, because like really, like you said it, like it was one of those Media Days. Ho hum. Usually, like there is something out of there where people are like, "Oh, that's a crazy answer. Oh, that's something crazy that happened." I mean, nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean, to me, the thing I almost want to talk about is like some of the dumb questions, right?
Yeah,
and that's like shows how much of a nothing there is. But before we get to that, I do want to say like I do think a big part of it, as I said, I was thinking about it outside of Stephon Diggs, because Stephon Diggs has had some legal trouble maybe like recently, right? And like I would say he's been a bigger personality in the NFL, but he's kind of been quiet when he's on the Patriots because they're a good organization.
Ask him if he was going to get Cardi B a ring.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, they did that. What did he say?
He just laughed. He's like, I'm trying to get my ring right now.
Yeah, like but see that's not controversial. I'm talking about like he does actually have like a legal issue thing going on about something. Outside of that,
over under 2.5 kids for Stephon Diggs during the Super Bowl.
During 0. He's not gonna have sex with somebody on the field.
I saw Cousin Sal on the Bill Simmons podcast. Like, Stephon Diggs impregnated cheerleader during the game -140.
Hey, you never know with him. You actually never know. But my point was, I'm actually trying to get to a point here. But
I know, but I mean, this is a Media Day. We're going to do the Media Day thing. Do you remember that old clip of the Minnesota Vikings when they asked everyone, like, oh, if you, one person you would on the team that you wouldn't want to date your sister, and everyone answered Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, like all but like one person said Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, so I guess there's something to that. Cardi B's like, I don't care.
Yeah, like honestly, well, because it's not Cardi B's not a player's sister. That's why she doesn't care. She's also Cardi B.
True.
Like I feel like it's different when it's your teammate's sister. They know, like, not that guy, please.
Yeah.
But like, with Cardi B. It is different. Also, for those, we got a couple comments.
Cool.
Definitely keep commenting. I'll pull some up on the screen, and we will talk about them at some point. There's some coming up here, but throw in the comments. We're not ignoring them just at a random time. I just want to make sure people actually keep commenting. But yeah, that Vikings clip was one of like the most viral clips for somebody. I've seen so many people pull it up after like the Cardi B stuff, and he had like what 2 people pregnant at once, and everyone's like, "This is why everyone in the Vikings locker room was like, nope,
nope, not this guy. He must be really good with the ladies, though. He must be a very smooth talker.
He must be, and he's weirdly enough, I feel like he's kind of quieted down his personality this year. I don't know if that's just because the Patriots organization is a good organization. He's not like as loud or screaming in cameras, like no more fighting on the sidelines, maybe because they're winning.
They're winning. Yeah, and he's past that stage of his career, I think. Like, he's not a superstar anymore. He's a really good wide receiver now, but not a superstar.
Yeah. Like 5 years ago, if he was in the Super Bowl, he was probably guaranteed the best receiver in that Super Bowl. Like now he's not because of Jackson. But he is the only one. Like you see, like 90% of this conversation has been Stephon Diggs. He's literally like the only one on both these teams. I feel like that is like it's always a receiver, of course. It's like the only one that's like a topic, right? Of things outside of the football field. Right. He's the only one. Like the rest of these guys, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I think it's a compliment to both organizations and what they've built. A lot of boring people in a good way. Like exactly what I want. I want my quarterback to be like Sam Darnold, kind of just like talks about his bird calling app and that's it. And like Drake May is kind of boring. All their answers like, I really respect Sam Darnold, what he's done on and off the field.
And it's I don't know. I don't know about Jake Bobo though. I mean, he can be pretty wild.
Crazy guy. Oh yeah. He actually, I think he grew up in like the New England area. So he said all his friends and family are a little divided. There was a hot take for the day.
Well, I'd hope if his friends are a little divided because like their fans are. If you're a family member of Jake Bobo, you should probably be rooting for Jake Bobo to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he probably says divide as in like maybe there's a guy that went to high school with him. That's probably like, I know that guy, but go past.
Yeah,
not that complicated,
No, it's not too complicated.
But yeah, overall boring because the people are boring. I mean, and I think that's a good thing. I think like when I want I don't care for my football team to be quotable, like whatever. Everyone's kind of snoozer. Some of the
complete opposite of our last Super Bowl champion team.
Yeah, extremely loud.
Like you had
like
Richard
arrogant
Sherman
in like a football way.
Yeah, I mean you had like Russell Wilson, who was very non-arrogant, but like kind of
didn't match the team.
Didn't match the team at all. That was still controversial because people thought he was like corny. So it was just like, just a different team.
Yeah, it's there, and I think that was actually that brings up one of the media day questions. They were talking about like at the beginning of the year, a lot of people were like, oh, this defense is the LOB like 2.0. And they talked about how they wanted to come up with a different nickname, the dark side. And I think it was Leonard Williams who came up with it. And he was saying like, we kind of realized like those guys are awesome, right? What they did. But like he said, we're completely different than them, like personalities, how we play. So like, I think even this team knows like this is very different than old school. We like Ernest Jones mentioned, like, when he got traded to the Seahawks, he thinks about Seahawks defense, but they were saying like the reason they came up with their own nickname is because they didn't really he said something respectful. Like I like being linked to that defense because they're one of the greatest of all time, but like, we're just completely different personalities and it's a different team. And that's just the truth. Like you said, like it is just a completely different team. Everything about it. I mean, it's like no quotes, no like yelling in the cameras. Like you had Doug Baldwin yelling in the camera back then. Remember, like, oh, pedestrian receivers. How about that, Dion? And you had the Richard Sherman yelling.
Yeah, you had Percy Harvin, allegedly him and Golden Tate punching teammates. Always Golden Tate punching a teammate, and Percy Harvin maybe being involved. One of them. It was Golden Tate. Sorry.
You had, I mean, like there was more to it. There was like rumors of Golden Tate sleeping with Russell Wilson's wife. Michael Bennett was a very outspoken in general, like at media day. The Michael Robinson was like one of the first like YouTube players to like be going around interviewing things, and
Wasn't he
Marshawn with
deaf?
the question. Nah, wrong guy, bro. Michael
Who's deaf?
Robinson's on NFL Network.
Yeah, that's right. Who was a deaf guy we had on the team?
I don't even know. Derek Coleman, but I don't even know if that's not even. I don't even think that's the right. Was that then?
I don't know, but that's kind of crazy. Just thinking about that now.
He was on the Super Bowl team, actually. There you go. That was so random, but
Robert Turbin had the biggest guns of all time. Muscles, YouTube algorithm.
And then some PEDs after.
That too. Yeah, no, interesting team in general. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that.
And Pete Carroll is a little more quotable than Mike McDonald.
Oh,
Mike McDonald's way more serious.
Yeah, way more serious. This reminds me more of a 2006, 7, whatever year that was, team against the Steelers, where we had guys. Sean Alexander was pretty buttoned up. Mike Holmgren wasn't really a quote machine. Matt Hasselbeck is a nice guy, like Sam Darnold, just nice guy.
Yeah, like our best players, like offensive lineman Walter Jones.
Walter Jones, yeah. I guess we had Jeremy Stevens, but he didn't really say stuff on the field or on the media, just off the field. Wasn't the best guy.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just it's a quiet team both ways. I'm saying, like, they are the Patriots a little more out there though. Like, I want to know what you think of this like party they threw before leaving. It felt. Did you see like they like almost had like a parade like in the microphones? I kind of like it, but at the same time, I was like, they might be like too excited to just make the Super Bowl. It reminds me of the Phoenix Suns in NBA when they made the championship. Remember, and like they were driving in convertibles with the Western Conference trophy.
Sammy, can I stop you for a second?
Yeah,
I'm not aware of this.
I'll show you.
so I'm like, yeah, that's interesting.
Like they had like this, like they were
a parade.
This thing, bro. Yeah, they threw a send off like party. Like I'm gonna show it to you. I'm nothing. I once again, I'm not saying this is wrong to do. They've been to this is what their like 10th Super Bowl, so they know more than we do. But
yes.
Like, I was just a little like, oh, this feels like. Can you hear the audio?
Yeah.
Warrior!
I hate that.
Come out and play!
I hate that too, because you're not the Warriors. Like, I know, like, because you're the Road Warriors, supposedly. But like, yeah, corny, dumb.
No, but it is corny. Like, I mean, like, isn't it a little odd?
Yeah, and when you have like, honestly, even you have Matt Collins walks around with no shoes ever, and like just dumb, all dumb.
He was on the stage screaming too. Like, I'm not. Is it going to distract him? Probably not. Like, I don't know. I'm not. Like, I'm not here to be like, oh yeah, they're gonna get distracted from this. But like, the
Seahawks should throw some Legos all over the walkway.
Oh, for Matt Collins. Yeah. He was on stage screaming like with no shoes on also, which was like I have it here, like, which is also corny. Like, just put shoes on.
Yeah, like you're like, it's not that cool. Like, okay, I don't wear shoes.
Yeah, like put them on sometimes at least.
All right, yeah, like it's gross. Put on some.
This was their send off though. Like,
okay, where was it?
Like in the streets, bro. They really did like a Super Bowl party.
All right, everyone, here we go. It is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Isn't that a little weird for like making the Super Bowl?
I've never seen anything like that before.
Right? That was weird.
That's weird. I'm not like I don't know if it has any effect on. I'm just surprised that an organization that has the most Super Bowls in history of the NFL would do such gimmicks or shenanigans, or whatever the words are.
Yeah, and you think about it, like, okay, I get it. If the Seahawks did a send-off rally, there's so many people showing up to it. Like, great fans also. Patriots have great fans.
Yes.
Like, you know, I feel like we hate on fans of other teams sometimes, but like sometimes rightfully so. Like Rams, I don't even know who's a Rams fan, but like the Patriots have really good fans. So do the Seahawks. So the Seahawks fans would show up, but I don't know. Like I wouldn't have liked if the Seahawks threw a send-off rally celebrating making the Super Bowl.
Right.
Job's not finished, George.
Yeah, job's not finished. And I mean, at the end of the day, like it's cool. I get it. You want to celebrate your team getting to the Super Bowl, and we definitely enjoy it. But I feel like that's for the fans to celebrate on their own. You don't need to be on stage and parading yourselves like send off party. Like what are we like? What send off party? Really?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I agree.
You know what else is weird, George?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about some of these questions from Media Day before we get into some more football.
Okay.
So one thing, I mean, I'm not even interested. I think, you know, if anyone knows us, we're not really interested in being journalists or like media people.
Not interested.
No. I'm not really going to go stand in a crowd to scream over people for a question. It's not going to do it. But I still want to know what's up with some of these people getting credentials. There was 2 times at minimum that I saw, one to Mike Vrabel and one to Cooper Kupp, being asked, do you think this is a must-win game? And Mike Vrabel and Cooper Kupp both, like, Mike Vrabel was like, well, it's the Super Bowl.
I mean, are we talking in life terms or Super Bowl terms? Because in life terms, like must win means you win or you die, like Roman gladiators. In that sense, no, it's not must win. You won't die if you lose. But football terms, yeah, it's must win.
Thank you, George. That was very, very compelling.
That's how I would have answered
compelling reason. Well, you probably wouldn't have answered like that because you're at Media Day and you're probably being trained to just like answer like every game's important. And yes, it's the Super Bowl.
You know, right now we're just focused on the game on hand. After that, we'll be focused on the next. Yeah, that's freaking Super
Cooper
Bowl,
Kupp gave him like a look, he was like, this game, like the game we're about to play, is it a must win? He's like, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty big game. Like it's the Super Bowl. But I'm like, is that really, you got your one opportunity in a crowd of like 50 people to ask the question? It's like, what comes out of your mouth? Like that person probably had something planned and just like froze in the moment. Like,
or he thought it'd be a hilarious question, knowing that people are going to think it's so dumb that people are going to talk about it.
That's fair. So you know what? Maybe he just won.
Yeah. I mean, that has to be
he might have just won the case, actually.
Yeah, so I think that's what it was. I think it was perceived for people like me and you to come back and talk about, and people be like, "What the hell was that question?" Like, at the end of the day, Media Day is about getting clips, and that's a clippable question. I'll say that much.
You know what? That's probably what it was. Like, I can't even argue it too much, right? Like,
I mean, there's no way it's a serious question. Like, okay, hey, do you think the Super Bowl is a must-win game? Unless the guy is from like, because they bring media from all over the world. He's from like, I don't know, Argentina or something. And he thinks it's a 2-legged final, semifinals.
I don't even know what you just said.
Like in the Champions League, like the 2 legs instead of 1.
Oh,
but it's not Champions League. Even the Champions League finals 1 game. So he's just, I think he was trolling. That is my synopsis of that question.
Fair. Other question that kept coming up is the would you pass the ball on the 1 yard? What would you do if the ball was on the 1 yard line, 25 seconds left, down by 4? And of course, you know, the Sam Darnold, I think, got asked it, and Mike McDonald, and they both gave their those ones they actually went with some like Sam Darnold said whatever best plays available, and Mike McDonald gave a little more. Like, I don't know. See what the situation is. Is beast mode back there? So he actually played along with it a little bit. But
you knew that question was going to be asked, though.
Yeah, he was planning that.
Yeah,
he was literally planning it.
I would have loved for them to ask Kenneth Walker that question.
Oh,
just be like,
why'd you pause so long between Kenneth Walker and that question?
I was hoping like you got it right away when I said Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. I was waiting for you. It was like, ask Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, like he's like that would be a tough spot for him. But like, he's like,
you don't want to say, "Give me the ball," because then it's like,
here, ask me the question. I'm Kenneth Walker. I'll show you how you answer it.
let's say there's 26 seconds left on the clock,
Mhm.
down 4, and it's your ball on the goal line. What do you guys do?
Well, obviously, as a competitor and as a running back, I would love to have the ball and get an opportunity to score a touchdown. But at the end of the day, this is a team game, and I trust the coaching staff, Clint Kubiak and Mike McDonald, and the whole entire team to make the right call. And whatever play that is, I'm going to execute my role on that play.
So do you want the ball or not, Kenneth?
As a competitor, of course, I would love the ball. I would love the ball.
I don't think he would explain it that much. I think he would say whatever the coaches call, because that was everyone's answer. Whatever's called, whatever the best available play is.
I know, but I see. I'd like to give more detailed answers.
What did Sam Darnold say? I think at the end when he started laughing. He's like, "Okay, we'll pass it."
Yeah, he said we'll pass it.
But it goes to the point again that this media day was just outside of like a couple like ridiculous questions. That's all we got.
Yeah,
it was quite a snoozer, if you ask me.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a snoozer.
And I'm kind of glad it's over with because like now it's like straight to football stuff. It's like we are 5 days away from the Super Bowl. Now it's focus time, practice time, and here we go. It is time for it's time for George. Is Sam Darnold elite conversation? One more game, and he might be in that conversation. And I brought up this tweet for that reason because I know we talked about this the other day, but this is like a pretty good, like look at it. Vikings were 14-4 last year. Seahawks are 16-3 this year. He beat the Rams twice this year, the 49ers twice, the Texans, who are in the playoffs, obviously, and a good team. The Jags won the division, the Steelers, playoff team, Panthers, playoff team. That is 8 games this year against playoff teams.
But only 4 if you take away the division.
Yeah, so then they had an easy schedule.
And they had a very easy schedule. You have to take away those 4 teams.
That's still, we talked about it on Friday. I think that was still one of the craziest.
Yeah.
I was still hooked on that concept. And I was like looking at it yesterday, the strength of schedule stuff. Like it's pretty crazy thing to say when you really look at the fact that, and it's being said not to crap on the Seahawks, is to defend the Patriots schedule.
Yes.
Which is 32nd out of 32 teams. And
yes, but I did see a stat that the last 5, I think, Super Bowl champions had a top 10 easiest schedule that season.
Makes sense, though. I believe that. But that, I don't think...
Which makes us winning this year, if we do, even more impressive. Because you go through hard games. I think that's part of, like you said, makes it... When you go through an easy schedule, you get less injuries, you can rest more, there's less, wear and tear. That's why you tend to have more success. When you have a hard schedule, like there's just a lot of things that can happen.
Yeah, but see, that's where I wonder, and I don't think anyone I saw that stat too. I wonder if you look at both teams that are in the Super Bowl, it's usually probably both teams that are not in like the top 2 or 3 schedules.
Right.
Because of that reason is what my guess would be.
Yeah, that would be mine too.
That's why, to your point, Seahawks making it to the Super Bowl and winning it would even be that much more impressive that they went through a top 5 schedule in the NFL in the best division in the NFL this year. I mean, I think it's safe to say, right? Is there any other one that was competitive to be the best division?
The NFC North wasn't bad.
Yeah, but was it last year? This year was not
this
great.
year too.
No, the Lions had a bad year.
The Lions went 9-8. I think the Vikings went 9-8. The Packers and Bears made the playoffs.
I forgot about the Bears. No, it was 11-6, 9-7, 9-8, 9-8.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a good division.
Yeah, it's still a good division, but I mean, not competitive.
All right, let's do this. How many wins did that division have total? Do that math. And
in
then
total, not 11 and 9 is 20. Plus 18, so 38.
38. How many did our division have?
14 plus 12
26,
plus 12
38,
plus 3.
41.
Yeah. So even with a 3 and
Yeah,
14 team, that's how good the division was. I mean, I think it was the first time in history you had, obviously because of the extended schedule too, but a 14-win team and 2 12-win teams.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. And I think it was the first time since 1990, whatever, or no, since 2007. It's only the fourth time ever you had 3 teams from the same division in the divisional round of the playoffs. So it was impressive. And the fact that the Seahawks got here, like relatively, actually more than relatively, essentially fully healthy outside of a player or two. Like I think Torrey Horton's the only guy that's like out for the year. And I think that's it. Like that was like I would say a main. And now Zach Charbonnet. Those two are like, to go a whole season where only one guy during the regular season is like out for the year and the other guy got hurt in the playoffs. And Zach Charbonnet, who is technically not our starter, it's a running back 2. We went and Torrey Horton's our wide receiver 3 or probably 4 once we traded for Shaheed. So we went the whole season with like every starter making it through the playoffs, which makes this, to your point, even more impressive if we get all the way there and win the Super Bowl with the 4th hardest schedule in football.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
It's pretty crazy. I want to pop this up here. Go Seahawks. Thank you. Got a question from Cody Enixon from the beginning. I said, throw your questions out. Never responded. Let's see this. This seems like a long question here, but let's see. Do you think May is considered a priority as a double threat enough to have a dedicated spy, or do you believe Seattle's D is athletic enough and disciplined enough to not need to? It's actually a good question.
It's a good question. Well, he is the most, this is what we talked about tomorrow. I've been saving a lot of stuff. I'll say this. He's the most bet on player to have the most rushing yards in the game, like by prop bets wise. Like people love him to lead the game in rush yards. So he is
that could be possible.
Totally could be possible.
Both good run defenses.
Yeah.
The only I would lean Kenneth Walker on that, but
me too. But I'm just saying it's not bad. Like I think because it's like plus 300 or something, so it's like
yeah.
There. But I think Seattle's D is athletic enough and disciplined enough not to need to.
Yeah, the other thing about it, I mean, like what? Let's see what his best rushing games were. He had 450 rushing yards on the season. I mean, in the playoffs, he had 65 rushing yards last week, but I think that was by necessity.
Yeah.
And one of them was 28 yards, and that's because they probably couldn't throw the ball in the snowstorm. Against the Texans, he only had 10, and then 66 again against the Chargers. So he has been running a lot in the playoffs in 2 out of the 3 games. But I think to your point, George, also like in general with this Seahawks defense, I feel like they're athletic enough and good enough to not necessarily have a dedicated spy. And they're just so good at moving players around in the right way, mid-play, one guy from the line dropping back and one guy spilling out. And they're so good at mixing it up that I don't think they're necessarily going to – it's not Lamar Jackson. They're not just going to have a spy.
No, it's not. It's not like he's the most athletic QB on earth.
And speaking of that and how good the defense is, I don't know if you saw this. I don't know if this is accurate, but I guess it is from The Athletic, that Mike McDonald would be the first head coach to ever win a Super Bowl being the defensive play caller.
Didn't know that.
Did Bill Belichick not call plays?
I don't think he did. I don't think, but I don't know. That's an interesting stat.
Like, he did in 2010, 11, and 19. Did they win any of those years?
Say the years again.
2010, 11, and 19.
Possibly 19. No.
I'm just
they
wondering.
Didn't. No, they didn't win 19. That was the last year before Brady left to Tampa. So no.
Like, I'm guessing if it's from The Athletic, like
it's probably true.
You know Michael Sean Dugar.
Yeah,
he wrote a book on the Seahawks, and he works for it's from the New York Times and Athletic, like a mixed article. It says Mike McDonald's on the verge of making history as the first head coach called defensive play for a Super Bowl champion, which kind of blew my mind when I saw that, because it's like you would have thought one of these guys, right, were calling plays.
Exactly. But right, that's great. I hope he becomes the first one.
I mean, I'm talking about his talent. Like, that's crazy.
No, it is crazy. It's even crazier that like, what do head coaches do like when they don't call anything during the game?
I've always wondered that. Like, you have the coordinators making all the plays. You just say like yes or no. Like, no, I don't want that one.
Timeout.
Like, I know somebody I would love in the future to get some former head coaches on here, or like hopefully one day get Mike McDonald on here. But like, I just want to know, like, if you're not calling plays, what is your like main duty on the sideline? Like, just hearing the plays and
I mean, I'm sure like there's a lot of prepping for the game, right? But like, I just don't know for like.
I'm just saying, like, during the game, like, are you just saying yes or no to the plays, or like, what is the main duty? It's like crazy to me that it's not more coaches actually calling their own plays, and for their side, at least their side of the ball. But yeah, it's crazy. Mike McDonald was almost a accountant. I don't know if you saw that today. Like, in 2014, he almost like quit after his like assistant job at Georgia. Like, maybe I'll just go into accounting. I don't know if this is going to work out. And then he turned it around. It's pretty quick turnaround. Like,
I know,
he's 38. Like, so in his early 20s, he was like, I don't know if I should do this. And now in year 2 of a head coaching job, just like that, heading to a Super Bowl and hopefully winning it. This is I still, George, we talked about this yesterday. I still haven't gotten more nervous yet.
No, I told you. Probably probably not. Probably till game time. You know me. It's usually not till game time I get like jitters.
Like that right when kickoff's about to start, and you're like, oh my God, this is the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
it's not just any game.
But that's just me. I've never been a nervous guy about any games until kickoff.
Interesting.
It's weird. I know. I have no feelings.
Interesting.
But I get very nervous during the game.
Yeah, especially a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it's like before the game, like we're here, like there's just like I don't know, I just don't get nervous. I'll probably get nervous during the national anthem this year.
Like that, like knowing it's starting now.
Yeah, that's usually about the time I'm like, not. Or sometimes if the pregame show is pretty good, I get nervous too.
I feel that. Like, good national anthem or good pregame show, everyone picking the teams, you're like, oh my God, that's my team.
Here we go. Yeah, exactly.
That's my team in the Super Bowl. I do want to ask you a betting topic question.
Okay. Tend to like to wager money.
Yeah, and before I get into it fully, I'll just throw out our sponsor one more time, Kalshi. It's available in all 50 states, prediction market, even in Washington State for you Seattleites. You can use promo code Seattle on tap, all one word, to get a $10 bonus when you sign up. And yeah, it's the best place to do it, especially if you're in Washington. But we also have, if you're in other states, we have all our betting links in the description of our YouTube video and wherever you're watching. It's in the description for all our betting links where you can sign up using our promo codes. So check those out. And before I pull up what I'm going to pull up, I'll pull up this question too, because I know it was kind of a big topic. Bill Simmons' podcast put AJ Barner as a first touchdown bet of the weekend. And I feel like it was from PMN DZA 2002. You think Barner will score a touchdown Sunday? I don't know. I mean, I will say, I feel like in Super Bowls, I feel like tight ends are always utilized a lot because it's like a safe play, a dump off, or a safe play up the middle. Don't you feel like a lot of times tight ends score in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, here's the thing. I never like to say, this is just how I like gamble, right, on sports. I never say I think personally. Oh, I don't think Barner will score a touchdown, or I think he will, or don't think he will. But I like the odds of him scoring a touchdown. The value's there. Like, touchdown is such that you need so many different factors. If Barner's going to get a touchdown, it's going to be within, like, most likely, not for sure, within like a 7-yard pass. So you need the ball on 1st and goal on the 7 or 2nd and 3 on the 7, or on those 1-yard tush pushes that he's been doing. So there's like different varieties of ways he can score. I like the odds of Barner scoring a touchdown. Yes.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even consider the barnyard part of it, George. That was a good point too. Like he does do the tush push. So ball on the 1-yard line, there's actually a good chance that like that's almost even as probably good of a chance as him catching a touchdown pass at this point, because he's also not like a high volume touchdown scorer this year.
Have you seen that clip about Mike Leach, or that story about Mike Leach, the former Wazoo head coach? Rest in peace. About 4th and he tried to implement on 4th and like inches to go. He literally tried to see if they could take a midget and just throw him over the line.
Oh yeah, he actually did talk about that. I remember. Yeah, that. Like, can you just like hike it and like give him the ball and pick him up and throw him over the line?
Yeah. So I don't want to do that, but I've always wondered, like the barnyard, right? That works. Why not just have the biggest dude on your team, like your fattest offensive lineman, hike the ball and just fall forward? Like, there's no way they're going to tackle him. Why does it have to be somewhat of an athletic guy on 4th and inches? And I was saying 4th and 1, like 4th and inches.
I think because the way the line is stacked now, you need a guy that can understand how to find like a gap.
Okay, fair.
I'm guessing because you got to remember, like on the other side, who is it? Also the biggest dudes.
True. I think
I'm almost more interested in the smallest dude theory. Like,
just go underneath.
If you threw me out there and you put like Leonard Williams next to me, he could pick me up. If I like, they hiked it almost like even like a running play type of thing, like hike it and hand it to me and have Leonard Williams pick me up and throw me like a football, which he probably could do because he's that strong. Like throw me over the line. You probably could.
He could. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe we should be football coaches.
I mean, I could do it. I could do the whole during game day, just walk around the sidelines. We'll let the offensive and defensive coordinator do their thing. Have my headset on.
As long as we don't have to call all the plays.
Yeah, I'm not calling any plays. 2-minute warning, timeout. All right, timeout before a 2-minute warning, 2nd down. Save the timeout.
I do have a little rebuttal to a AJ Barner touchdown, though. Mm-hmm. Now, I like the odds of it, like you said, or, you know, as George said, I'm not going to say yes or no. Like, anything can happen in a game. But these are the most recent touchdowns by a tight end in a Super Bowl. Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski, Travis Kelce, Zach Ertz, Rob Gronkowski, Austin Hooper, Rob Gronkowski. Like, what's a trend you notice here?
The Hall of Famers mostly.
Yeah, like super, 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 super good tight ends. Not a lot of no-namers here.
Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah, Jeremy Stevens. Got one.
God, I have some. I'm going to save this for tomorrow. I have a prop that I love.
Yeah, you're saving that for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the props.
I know.
Tomorrow's the props. But I just thought that is interesting, though. Like, it's not a lot of no-name tight ends. I'm not saying AJ Barner's no-name, but he's not Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski. Like, it seems like all-timers are catching the touchdowns.
Exactly.
What I wanted to ask you about, I tweeted this out today about where the money's going on this game. We're going to be blocked off a little bit, which is fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm blocked.
I noticed it's like money line. And for those that don't know, I actually had somebody ask on Twitter today, and I tried to explain it. Spread is like the -4. So Seahawks are 4.5-point favorites. That means they have to win by 5, technically in this case, or more to win that bet. And then money line means straight up, like I pick who wins. Why Seahawks have 71% of the money on the spread and 65% of the bets. But on the money line, it's 53% of the bets, Patriots, and 56% of the money on the Patriots. I'm just thinking, and this is more of like a question for, you know, I feel like you might have a little better thought process on this. If that much money's on the spread or like on the bets for the spread, wouldn't the Seahawks also have more, like, wouldn't the Patriots have more spread if more people think they're just going to win straight up?
No,
Or is that
and
just because you get better odds when you pick straight up?
I feel like these are just different type of bettors. Like these are. I think Seahawk fans don't want to lay 2-1 or over 2-1. Actually, 200 to win 100, 250 to win 125, whatever it is. Meanwhile, Patriot fans, you're not going to be betting on the Patriots plus 4.5 and be like, "Oh, we lost by 3. I'm so happy I won my bet." They're just going to like throw it on there. So the Seahawk fans who are going to throw it probably on the 4.5, saying, "I don't want to pay 2-1. I just hope we win by 5. And if we don't win, I'm still happy."
Yeah, like I lost $100, whatever. Like we won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's a good point. So you're saying like, really, when you look at this, especially when we're talking fan money, let's say percentage of bets, because the money could be also a big money player coming in and just altering that. But let's just say percent of bets. Like a Seahawks fan, they know if they're going to put $100 for fun on this game, if you bet them just straight up on the money line, you're not getting a big payout.
On spreads, you will. $47.
Yeah, and then if you're a Patriots fan, you're like, hey, if I'm rooting for the Patriots, I think they're going to win. Like, I'll make more money if I just bet money line. Like, why?
And I also don't want to bet the spread and then lose by 3, and I'm happy that I won money, but they lost the Super Bowl.
I won like $50, but they lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so that's my theory behind it. There could be more. I mean, it's like so many people betting on the Super Bowl that like there's recreational bettors. There's people who just don't even know what the hell a money line and spread is, and just like I just want to pick the winner, please.
That's true. I mean, like I got asked today, what's the difference? And I'm like, well, some people like it's the Super Bowl. They might just ask their friend like that bets like, can you put $50 on the Super Bowl to win straight up? Like, I don't care what a spread is. Just I want the Seahawks, right? Like
exactly.
You never know. Okay, that's interesting. But I thought it was just interesting because like really, and maybe this is definitely more altered because it's like a Super Bowl, right? So many random bettors this week. It's not if we were talking about like a random college game today, like college basketball game, it'd be a little more aligned to like if you're gonna bet the Patriots money line, you would also bet them the spread.
Yes,
because like you're betting this like strategically, not what team am I rooting for.
Yeah, there's a lot of recreational bettors here in the Super Bowl, so just a little different.
Interesting. Good question though, right? Good enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Great question.
Okay. All right. Good enough, at least. That's what I wanted to hear. Well, media day's over. On to the real stuff. Tomorrow we're gonna do a lot of the prop bets, kind of like what George likes, his little secret bet that he just wouldn't reveal. And we'll go through some fun stuff tomorrow too. Like I was looking at on call sheet, like what companies are doing commercials, or like how many times do they say this word on the broadcast. One of them I really liked. I'm gonna expose this one, but like for example, just an example we're gonna talk about, like, will the word safety be said like more than 3 or 4 times? And me and my friends were talking about it. Like that's a good one because that could be used in multiple ways. They could say the Seahawks had a safety got a safety on the Broncos last time. But I'm gonna say that's like Nick even worried. What a great young safety. It's like
I'm gonna share my screen for a second.
Don't expose the bet for tomorrow.
No, this is not a bet for tomorrow, but I saw this. Turns out it's not real. Can you hear it?
Okay.
Could you?
Not sharing your screen.
Hey, so I show up to the Super Bowl and I streak it and I pocket 70 grand. Now you're probably wondering.
We'll start from the beginning.
I might be a retarded genius, or tell me if I'm going nuts. Will there be a streaker at Super Bowl 60? I slam 20 grand. The payout is 70K. So I show up to the Super Bowl and I streak it and I pocket 70 grand. Now you're probably wondering, how much are tickets? Okay. Tickets are going for 6.6K. Tag on legal fees. Bring that to 20 grand. I pocket 50K. Am I missing something? I might be a retarded genius, or tell me.
Is it not actually a prop bet?
No, it's not. I guess it's a commercial for Kalshi.
Smart commercial though.
It's a smart commercial. Yeah, I thought it was real at first too, and found it. But if it's a real prop bet and I see it,
yeah, streaker.
Not me. I'll hire a girl, have her wear the Sports on Tap or Seattle on Tap shirt, bet on it.
Well, this has already happened.
I know, but there wasn't Kalshi. You couldn't bet on it back then.
Correct.
And I'll bet on it.
You know what will happen? They did bet on it last time. The Vitali guy, they revoked his bet. Yeah.
I'll have someone
like
else.
in court, they like took away his money. He bet like 500 grand on a streaker on like like a DraftKings or like a offshore or something. I can't remember. And they revoked his bet
because he fixed it.
Yeah, because he had paid someone to run on the field.
Delete this part of a clip, please.
Yeah. George's like, damn it. Are you also gonna throw a fire festival?
No. I'm not saying shit anymore. It's all in court.
I'm sorry to shoot down your idea, but it's been done. It's been done. But I'm sure we could come up with something else eventually.
Oh, we will.
We'll come up with
something. I'm not going to say it on the pod, bro.
Yeah. Because we can't have evidence, or it will be revoked in court. But yeah, tomorrow we'll go through these. We'll go through some of those commercial ones, which, I'm wondering, man, you work at like Allstate. If you know there's a commercial coming up, like DM me.
I know. Yeah.
Also illegal probably, but just
like that guy, what's his name? Noah from the Grammys.
Oh, didn't he say something? He's like, for those poly market.
Yeah, for those poly market who bet on me saying potato.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, man.
Which is probably himself betting on potato.
Yeah, like cool. Got it. I mean, the reason these are different than like the traditional betting too, there's no house, right? So it's people betting their money against each other. So it is kind of it's like betting with your friends, essentially.
Kind of, but you don't know the people. So they're not really your friends. You're betting with your enemies at that point.
So with that said, sign up to Call Sheet, available in all 50 states. Promo code Seattle on tap at the bottom of the screen, and you get a $10 bonus when you sign up. That was a good commercial for them.
That was a great commercial for them.
Well, did you get anything else for today?
That's it.
That's it. All right. We'll be back tomorrow with tomorrow's midweek. We're officially at our midweek point to the Super Bowl. We'll do our prop bets. We'll be back a day after that too. We'll dedicate a full podcast on this to the full scope of the game, feelings, thoughts, the final thoughts as well this week. So make sure you guys tune in. Comment like you had been today live. Really enjoy that. And man, anything else?
That's it.
All right, that's it. George, go Hawks. Let's win this.
Yes, sir.
And you know what we like to say.
Thanks for stopping by.
You know what? Thanks. You like that? Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're listening to the Seattle on Tap podcast with George and Sammy, two brothers with a lifelong love of Seattle sports. Let's get to talking, and thanks for stopping by.